It's commonly said that artists are practitioners of Buddhism, and before they actually paint a tantric figure or esoteric Buddhist subjects, that they have to go into retreat and meditate on that deity for a month, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. There are certain fixed times often for retreats and to accomplish a retreat. And this is actually just not so. It's not so now in the present, and it was not so in the past, 500 years ago, 1,000, 1,500 years ago. As a matter of fact, for the tantric subjects, it is up to the practitioner, or traditionally, going back 1,000 years, it was up to the practitioner to have a painting made, to have the cloth woven, and then there's a ritual and there's prescriptions as to how this is all done. And then once the textile, once the thread is woven into a canvas, then the practitioner paints their own copy of the meditational practice, the meditational deity that they are going to be performing in a 1 month, 3 month, 6 month retreat. So the artist originally is the practitioner, and the practitioner, after they have some training and prior to going into prolonged retreat, then must create their own painting. Of course, in the recent centuries, then the average person and most people will of course commission an artist to paint something for them. So this notion that artists went into the retreats is just not true. Also, this notion that artists are always monks is not the case. Traditionally, in the Himalayan Tibetan regions, there were painting families, and painters were a lay tradition, and they were the very best painters. The master artists were incredibly well educated. They were friends and they were colleagues with all of the scholars and nobility, because they were educated and because they could create wonderful works of art and religious artifacts. Tibet is very different from India. In India, generally, girls were not taught art traditions, because when they got married, then they went to live with the groom's family, and they didn't want the secrets to leave. But actually, in the Himalayan and Tibetan regions, young girls are taught just as much as young boys are taught how to paint, and there's not this concern of losing the secrets. Although in Tibet, once the young ladies get married, then they often give up painting, and because they take care of household expenses, they take care of so many things in the home that they don't have time to paint. But generally, artists are a lay tradition, but of course we find in the history books many, many monks and religious teachers who also practiced art.